Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here with your very last sneak peek for the week for 2024. In fact, this is going to cover from today, whenever you get this, for the next 7 days. So if you're getting this real time, it's going to cover the 31st up till the 6th. And if you're getting it any other time, whether that's today, tomorrow, or next year, it will always be for the next 7 days. How are you? Look, if you don't want to hear my blah blah, then please pay attention. Pay attention to the places that I mark the timestamps, because then you can just fast forward anything you don't want to see. And then we don't have to complain in the comments, right? So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for coming out here. Thank you for all the ways that you've been loving on this channel this year. My gratitude is to you. The only reason that I sit here being able to do this beautiful job is because of you. So thank you so much for your thumbs up, the ways you've been loving on the channel, being in the comments, and growing your own tribe. The only way you can do that is with your thumbs up, and that's exactly what you guys have been doing. So thank you so much. So I'm here with 12 decks. Gosh, I'm here with 12 decks here. And if you've never been here before, welcome, welcome. I am going to read for all 12 signs from Aries to Pisces. I am going to mark everything down below in the description. And I'll timestamp everything, so you can just scroll this video to find what it is that you need in terms of the energies that you need. And please, please, please stop watching tarot just for your sun sign. You don't really know what kind of Aries you are, what kind of Taurus you are, what kind of Aquarius you are, if you don't know what is influencing your personality, which is your sun sign. So I hope that you will find a natal chart. They are free everywhere. It's great if you have your exact time of birth. But if you don't, just use AM or PM if you were born during the day or in the evening, and you should be able to get a loosey-goosey idea of what is going on. So other than that, please know that private readings are open and I am caught up. I welcome those private readings. If you're interested in doing that, please look at the pinned comment below this video, and there is a link there for you to hit there, so you can go over to Wizio and book me there. All right, friends, let's find out what's going on for Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are my ride or die and you've been here all year, coming back, clicking, viewing, you're subscribed, giving me the thumbs up, thank you so much. And if you're new, I hope that you will join this tribe, because it's growing fast. I'd love to see you in the comments to say hello. Aries, let's take a look at you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What's coming up this week, the next 7 days for Aries? What's coming up for Aries? Aries, we have something that has been traveling really slowly. This is the passive knight, a brave one nonetheless, but this one is carrying the cup. So this could be having something to do with emotions, possibly. We do have the 10 of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. Well, I feel like there is something that has been traveling slowly toward you that is going to make you very incredibly emotionally happy, is what it looks like. For some of you, it is having to do with your stability. So the King of Pentacles is here, and that is the person who has the Midas touch. I feel like there is something that is about to show up. And I feel like people have been watching you, or someone has been watching you work, or watching you build, or watching you grow into the King of Pentacles is what it feels like. The King of Pentacles for you feels like this might be your stability, your house, your home, your family, your car, your job, that kind of thing. It does feel like you are in some sort of a network or a group of people who really do have your back, maybe people who support your business, who support whatever it is that you do for a living, whatever it is that it feels like this group of people, they've been cooperating and collaborating with you in order to help you get to this King of Pentacles energy here. I feel like you are about to understand and about to materialize. Like, it feels like this has been a hope or a dream or a wish up till now, but I feel like somebody here is going to get the payoff, whether the payoff is emotional or financial or in the pentacle world. This Knight of Cups is carrying happiness. This is a cup full of sunshine, is what it is. You're about to have one of the brightest days or brightest weeks that you've had in a very long time here, Aries. The Ace of Swords is about triumph, right? It's also about new beginnings and conversation. It feels like there is some sort of an opportunity. It feels like somebody really important or somebody of influence has been watching you. So maybe it's in your office, maybe you have a business, maybe you're online somewhere, maybe you volunteer somewhere, but someone of influence who is the King of Pentacles, who is the master of their domain. It feels like somebody here has been watching you, and they are about to maybe tell you that they've been watching you grow. Because for me, the sun, of course, is the happiest card in the deck, but it is also about growth, right? Everything grows under the sun, personally, professionally, spiritually. I feel like somebody is about to approach you who's been watching you from a distance, and they're going to tell you that something is about to change. I feel like there is something that it feels like that this conversation is going to be life-changing for you, or it's going to put you on a new path. It's going to transform the way you're looking at your pentacle life, the way that you're looking at the things that are in the 3D for you. It's going to change everything here. You're having some sort of a breakthrough, and some sort of clarity is going to be given to you from someone of influence, it feels. It could be someone, like I said, from the workplace, or it could be a group, a network that you belong to. Possibly someone might give you an in on something. We have the Ace of Cups. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Four of Pentacles. I feel like this is something that is showing up at the absolute right time. The Page of Swords is telling me that you're going to learn about something that's going to make you incredibly happy. Look, it goes from the Ace of Cups to the Ten of Cups. It escalates quite quickly. It's a breakthrough, and somebody I feel has been traveling with this information. This one cup, they've been traveling with this information for a while. I feel like it's happening now because I feel like you weren't ready for it to happen before. It feels like I feel like you're supposed to hang on every word, if that makes sense. Really pay attention. I feel like the student is here. Somebody's coming to teach you about something that you're going to really love. And so it might be something that you're not used to, or that might be foreign, or something that maybe you feel won't do any good for you in your pentacle world, but I feel like you're supposed to really hang on to every word that this person says. They're trying to teach you something. Tell me about this, please. And I feel it's something that is going to put you on some sort of a really happy path. And we've got money here. We've got abundance, because fish and water are abundance. So we do have abundance that's showing up here. It's going to make you the King of Pentacles, or it's going to help you financially stabilize your life here. Yeah, it's an opportunity here. It feels like it's a small opportunity. Look, it might look small to you at the beginning. It might look like a very small opportunity, and that might be why you discounted it. Maybe you discounted it the last time that this opportunity came by. Maybe you weren't ready for it, as I said, but I feel like with the Five of Pentacles here that you dismissed it. And you're like, no, that's not for me. I'd have to go back to school, or I'd have to learn something about whatever this person's talking about in order to be able to get this opportunity. And the opportunity seems so small that I'm not sure if I want to put any work into it. But I feel like this small opportunity escalates quickly. It goes from the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So I feel like it's like your opportunity to work within a network, to work with people that you don't know, possibly. Tell me what the outcome is. Tell me what the outcome is for Aries. We've got the Nine of Wands. We've got the Temperance card. Yeah, it's happening now because it's the absolute right time. It's the moment of alchemy. It's like everything in your life is in the right place right now for this to be able to flourish really quickly. You go from the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. The Judgment card is here. The choice is yours, essentially, is what it is, right? The moment is here. I feel like it comes in at a time in your life when I feel like you're really busy, or you feel like this is just never going to get off the ground, or it feels like it's something that you've maybe pushed way back into the background or the back of your mind, something that you forgot. You planted a seed with somebody back there, and I feel like it's showing up. And with the Judgment card, now is the time that it's coming to call on you. And the Temperance card being here tells me the moment of alchemy is right. Everything in your life is in its place. Whatever you're doing is in its place right now, and this is the only time that this thing is going to be able to flourish enough to grow into a little bit of stability. I feel like this Page of Pentacles is telling me that you're going to be building a foundation with somebody to do something. It could literally be a foundation. Like it could be a foundation for charity, or you know what I mean? But it feels like foundational is what I'm saying. And I feel like this decision that you make at this moment of alchemy is something that is going to change your path in life, is what it feels like. It's going to change your path, and your path is taking you to the King of Pentacles, where you're going to be building your own kingdom. Tell me what the outcome is for Aries, please. We've got the Ten of Swords. We've got the Six of Cups and we've got the Five of Swords. Look, I feel like you're going to fight yourself about it because I feel like you are in some sort of a comfort zone where you are stuck to the nostalgia of something, and you are going to have to release or let go of something that is nostalgic, something that maybe you're in a family business. Nostalgia. Maybe you're working with a best friend. Maybe you've built a business with a best friend, and then this new opportunity comes along. It feels like this Five of Swords tells me that you fight it. You fight yourself. It's like these intrusive thoughts, but what if? But I feel like this is a really good opportunity, I want to say. But you are going to have to let go of something that maybe feels nostalgic to you, something you've been building all your life, maybe the family business. You'll have to tell your parents you no longer want to work on the farm, or, it's a family thing, possibly. And then we have the World card. You're going to have to tell them, look, I've got to close this chapter because there is a new opportunity that I think is going to work out for me. And it's time for me to get stability on my own, for me to build my own kingdom instead of having a kingdom that is attached to your kingdom, that you no longer want to be the knight. You want to be the king. You want to be the king of a castle here. So I feel like the World card is here is telling me that this is going to be one of the biggest accomplishments in your life. And I feel like this is coming in the next 7 days. For some of you, the World card is here. You're closing the door so something new can begin. And I feel like it escalates quickly, or whatever it is builds you a financial empire really quickly. And which means that it might be a new home. It might be quite exciting. It gives you the stability, which makes everyone around you happy. It feels like you are going to have to make the decision for yourself, but it does feel like it is a good decision, whatever it is that you're making. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Virgo and Pisces, more Scorpio, Leo energy, and Sagittarius energy. All right. Let's look at Taurus, my Taurians here. My bull gang, here we go. Let's find out what's going on. Let's take a sip of tea here. Taurus, what's in my cup is vanilla matcha. It's not the kind of matcha you use to cook. It is ceremonial matcha, which is very different. If you Google that, you'll know what I'm talking about. All right. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Taurus, don't forget that private reads are open. Please look in the pinned comment. Tell me about Taurus. The next 7 days, sneak peek for the week for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy New Year, Taurus. Tell me about Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 7 days. We have the Lovers. Why do we have the Lovers here? A choice, Taurus. We have the Four of Cups. I feel like I want to say that I feel like, Taurus, that people have been offering you something, like you've had multiple offers, but you keep pushing them away. You keep ignoring the offers because it's not what you're manifesting. I feel like it's, I feel like that if we're talking about love, if we are talking about relationship, I feel like there are people around you who are wanting to take you out, trying to get you to go out with them. And I feel like you keep rejecting those people because you're waiting for something very specific or someone very specific, possibly. What else do we need here? Got the Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you are waiting for something quite specific here. I feel like it's a specific criteria. I don't feel like it's a specific person, but it does feel like you're willing to wait as long as you have to in order to be able to get what you want. And that sounds like Empress energy to me. And so the Three of Swords is telling me that I feel like you're in this place of healing right now. It feels like you're healing your heart. Maybe you've gone through some disappointment. Maybe it is heartbreak, possibly romantic heartbreak. But I feel like that could be some of the reasons why you're not necessarily taking the offers that are being offered to you, because I feel like you're kind of ignoring them. Like you're not even really saying no. I feel like you're just kind of ignoring the offers that are coming in. It feels like you're still healing a broken heart, and that maybe you have been for a while. And I feel like, you're not dating just to date, Taurus. I feel like you're dating, you're not dating, you're looking for the one. Like I feel like you're good to wait with this Knight of Pentacles. It tells me you're being very practical and very patient with your time. That you've got a very specific list that you've been going over the details. And if somebody doesn't show up that doesn't have all of those things, I feel like you are saying, no, thank you. No, I'm still recovering from some sort of disappointment or a broken heart. We do have Two of Cups. Oh, you know what's in my head right now? I just heard, in my head, I just heard Taylor Swift, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. I'm so depressed, I act like it's my birthday every day. I'm so in love, but he avoids me like the plague. What does she say? I cry, but I work anyway. It's an art. I can even do it with a broken heart. So I feel like whatever you're going through right now, you're doing it with a broken heart. So we do have the Two of Cups, the Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Taurus, I feel like somebody is going to, first of all, I feel like the Queen of Swords is telling me that you have some very tough boundaries right now. And I feel it's because there's healing, right? 3 and 1, 4 is the fourth sword is in the hand of the Queen of Swords. And I feel like, you're being, these people that are offering you or trying to take you out, trying to date you, I feel like you're being, I don't think you're being mean to them, but I think you're being very honest with them. No, I'm not interested in dating right now. It feels like you might be, like I said, trying to heal a broken heart. And I feel like you're standing at the crossroads waiting. It feels like you're waiting for someone specific, someone here who is going to be very solid. We've got somebody here who's standing on the earth and somebody who's standing in water. So I feel like you're waiting for maybe a water sign for some of you. Could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But either way, you are waiting for someone specific that you would like to exchange cups with. And you're okay to wait at the crossroads here until it shows up. I feel like it's going to show up. We've got the 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Tell me what else is going on here for Taurus, please. The Queen of Swords is like, it's not that you said it, it's how you say it. And so I feel like you're saying it in a way that you're not really offending anybody. I feel like you're waiting for the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands could be Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Gemini here as well. We've got a Virgo here as well. Scorpio, I feel like you're waiting for someone to pursue you in the right way. Someone's got to come to you correct, or you're just not interested. You're waiting for this King of Wands type energy, someone who will relentlessly pursue whatever they want or whomever they want. We do have the 6 of Pentacles. This person has to be very giving. They have to be very giving because, Taurus, you're an overgiver. And you're a person who is also very giving. And I feel like what you keep running into is all these people who you keep smothering with everything that you are, money and time and energy and gifts, and they're really not giving anything back. So I feel like this King of Wands for you, I feel like the top of the list is the King of Wands. Someone who's the master of their domain, someone who knows what they want, someone who is willing to cross hell and high water to get what they want, and someone who is very giving, because you are someone who's very giving. And I feel like you keep getting yourself into these relationships where you are giving too much. The King of Swords, you might be waiting for the King of Swords. So I feel like because you are the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're waiting for someone to match that intellectual energy for you. And someone who, when they say what they say, they mean what they say, and they say what they mean, right? You can see all the butterflies there off the end of that sword, because when the King of Swords speaks, they aren't someone who is chitter-chattery and chatting everyone up. That's not who they are. The King of Swords, when they speak, it's impactful. They're someone who's very honest and truthful. They are someone who is just like you, who understands you, and you understand them. You speak in very honest, balanced, truthful terms. Not everybody likes that. The King and the Queen of Swords are not necessarily a hit at parties or in groups of people who don't like to hear the truth. But I feel like what you're looking for is somebody who has integrity, someone who is ready to face anything, a protector, whether they're feminine or masculine. We've got feminine and masculine here. Take your spot on the table. And I feel like the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, I feel like you're waiting for somebody like the King of Swords, or maybe you are waiting for an air sign, but you want someone who has integrity, someone who is the master of their domain, somebody who maybe you're like, I would love to be married to a lawyer, or somebody who can at least teach me something. Look, the Queen of Swords is highly intelligent as well. So maybe you're looking for the King of Swords because you want to be able to learn something, right? We've got the King of Cups. You want someone with depth. You want someone who can speak about the sun, the moon, and the stars, about politics, about the news, current affairs. You want someone who is very well-rounded here. Tell me what the outcome is, please. We've got the Magician. You're manifesting this currently. We've got the Knight of Wands, and here it comes, Taurus. I feel like you've been manifesting. I feel like somebody's got a list. They're checking it twice. It feels like you know what you want. You've got this mental list, and you're like, I'm okay to wait. And if it doesn't show up, it doesn't show up. But I feel like it will, I'm going to say, because the King and the Queen are both here of Swords, and now the Knight has stepped in. So not only does this person need to be intellectual and very deep, and, you know, we've got 3 kings right here. You're the Queen of Swords. It does feel like the fact that you're waiting for someone to come to you and that you're manifesting them, it tells me that you are probably in your Empress energy here. And we do have somebody who is the only king that I don't see right now is the King of Pentacles. So I feel like somebody here is almost in their Emperor energy. This person is somebody who I feel that you want them to be a protector, someone who is the master of their domain, someone who's very deep, very smart, very passionate, and very hot, very sexy. Somebody who is who's going to rush in. We've got the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like there is somebody here that's on your mind that you're not necessarily speaking to right now. And I feel like you are holding back yourself until this particular person shows up. You may have this person in mind right now. And if you do, let's find out what the outcome is between you and them. We've got the Chariot. That could be Cancer. We've got the Queen of Wands. Look, this is a beautiful couple. Very beautiful to look at. Also very driven. These 2 people, the King and the Queen, are looking at each other. It feels like something is coming in really soon for you here, and it's new. It's brand new. You might know of this person, but you've never dated them before. This is brand new love. This is somebody who's going to spark your interest. Good news is showing up here. And we've got the 8 of Swords. And when it does show up, you're going to be like, okay, it's here. Do I really want it? I'm not really sure. Is this what I really want? That's what it feels like here. We got the 6 of Swords. It feels like you are going to have to get out of your head. You're going to have to get out of your head and be a little more vulnerable than usual if you're going to allow this person to be in your life. Look, the King of Pentacles isn't here yet. And so I feel like this person is working on their financial state or on being solid, being grounded, or maybe they're just not yet ready to settle down. That might be why we're seeing the Knight of Wands. This person may not be ready to settle down until they meet you. But it does feel like when you do meet them, there's an immediate attraction because we have the Chariot, which is success, the quickest moving energy in the deck, right? And we have the King and the Queen of Wands, right? Very sexy. 2 people who have been through a lot of things and recognize the worth in that, recognize that in each other. Bottom of the deck, we have 3 of Pentacles. I feel like you've met this person before, but you've never dated them before. We got the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. You're wondering if you're ever going to find your happiness. It's a confusing time for you. And there's the Emperor. So I feel like you are going to meet your divine counterpart here. Is what it feels like. Your divine counterpart, I feel, is coming in pretty quickly. Wands for me are weeks, so it could be either in the week ahead or the week after that. Could be New Year's Eve. Who knows, right? We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We've got some Virgo energy here. We've got Pisces, Cancer, Aries, and Gemini. We've got, yeah, Aries and Gemini. There it is. All right. Speaking of Gemini, what is going on with Gemini? Sneak peek for the week. Next 7 days, Gemini, whenever you get this. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, please know private reads are open and all that information that you need is in the pinned comment below this video. Oh, the Judgment card just popped out in the midst of my shuffle. Tell me about Gemini. What's coming up in the next 7 days for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the 8 of Swords. Gemini, I feel like somebody is coming to rescue you from your mind. I feel like there's something that you've been obsessively thinking about, or maybe you've been going on and on and on in the mind about something. I feel like somebody is showing up to pull you out of this mindset here. We do have the 8 of Swords, and we have the 2 of Cups. Looks like this person could be a romantic interest for you, Gemini. Definitely. We've got the Ace of Cups and we have the Death card. You know what I feel I want to tell you is that this is a very different love. This is something that is a transformational love. This isn't just somebody that you'll date for a short period of time, they'll take what they want and they leave. This is not that. This is a transformational love here. This is a renewed love. I feel like for some of you who are already in a relationship, you could be renewing your vows, or this is a time of love and renewal. For you, maybe you've been in your head, is this relationship over? Should I stay in this relationship? I feel like whoever you're in this relationship with, it could be a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. It feels like this is a renewed energy. So for those of you who are already in a relationship, this feels like a renewal. For those of you who are not yet in a relationship, I feel like this love is going to cut the ties that bind you. I feel like you're going to feel free. This person loves you in a free way, which means that they're not going to be codependent, that they're going to be somebody who will love you at a distance if you want them to. It feels like this is a transformational kind of love. It's going to change something for you here. Tell me more. We've got the Sun in the reverse. We've got the Page of Pentacles. And we've got the Nine of Swords. So there is a new opportunity of love that is showing up here. I feel like you've been spending a lot of time in fear of love, in fear of getting into a relationship. Maybe you've only been in relationships that have been short-term and not long-term. Maybe you haven't met your long-term love yet. I feel like somebody is going to give you an offer or an opportunity. It feels like there may be an age difference in this relationship, so don't be freaked out if they're younger than you or older than you. But the Sun is in the reverse, and when the Sun is in the reverse, to me, it's a place where you are comfortable, but you're not really growing. So I feel like this opportunity is showing up, which I feel is going to be a little bit stressful, because I feel like you've been overthinking love, because I don't think that you've really been in a relationship that has been, maybe you've been in a relationship 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. I don't think you've been in a lifetime sort of long-term love. And I feel like that's the part that worries you. So you're worried about this opportunity because you're not sure if this is something that you're not sure about it. I'm just going to say, because the Sun in the reverse is the Moon, right? And so it's like things aren't as they seem. It's like you're giving it all the side eye here. We've got the Ace of Wands, we've got the Three of Wands, and we have the Six of Pentacles. So I feel what you're turning your back on is fire. I feel like you're just not interested in friends with benefits. You're not interested in starting in fire because you know fire burns out. I feel like you're ready to tread on a path that is laid out in front of you by the universe. We do have a salamander here, and the salamander is the protector. When you see salamanders, you can know that the universe is around to protect you. I feel like the Three of Wands is telling me that you're turning your back on starting out in fire. I don't think that that's what you want. What you want is something far more expansive. Somebody who is going to be creative in the way that they give, someone who is very giving, someone who maybe you want somebody who's really kind and helps those who have less than them. Maybe that's one of the criteria of the person that is your person. But I feel like this person is someone who is very giving, and I feel like that's what you're looking for. That it would be great if you were attracted to them on the outside, but I think for you, Gemini, that you want to be connected to them intellectually in a way, and then everything else will follow suit, I feel. We do have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like it's when you meet this person, I feel like it's a tumultuous time in your life, and maybe things aren't exactly going in the way that you want them to. I feel like you're trying to keep your stability and you're doing a lot of things. It feels like you're working on yourself simultaneously, which means that I feel like there's with the 8 Pentacles here, that you're trying to stay in balance because you might be going to school. Maybe it's an online course. Maybe you're working as well. Maybe you're practicing self-care or self-love. Maybe you're on a spiritual journey and you're just trying to keep everything together at this time. And so maybe this person isn't showing up at exactly the right time you want them to, but they are coming here to help you to get out of your head. Tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Gemini. We have the Knight of Swords. We've got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. And we've got the Three of Cups. I feel like you're supposed to give them a shot. Look, it feels like you don't really know if this is the long-term thing. The Knight of Swords is telling me there's going to have to be a lot of investigation. We're going to have a lot of conversations. It feels like this person will show up with a lot of witty banter, I'm going to say, and they are showing up to help you release something that's been very painful for you. So I feel like there's somebody that's showing up to ask you out, or maybe you'll ask someone else out, or maybe you'll be meeting them in a social situation. We do have the Three of Cups, which is celebration, happiness, people coming together. For some of you, this could be a reunion. Like I said, if you're already in a relationship, it feels like we're renewing something, renewing vows, coming together again. And maybe it's financial things that we need to talk about if you're already in a relationship. But it feels like, I feel like this person is going to be willing to talk about the future. And they are somebody who I feel is also looking for someone who is entertaining the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like maybe this isn't the right financial time for you to do that. These are the types of things I think that you're worrying about. The outcome here, we've got the Two of Wands, we have the Six of Swords, and we have the Tower. So I feel like you do want to move forward with this person. I feel like they're saying to you, look, I've got you. I've got you. And we're both standing here at the crossroads. You two are both at the same place in your life right now. So if you don't have all your finances together, I don't think this person does either. It feels like somebody here wants you to come with them. Like, come with me. Let me show you the world. Aw, yeah, I heard that song, that Disney song. I can show you the world, right? That's what it feels like. A Disney ending is what it feels like. I feel like you are going to move forward with this person and you're going to surprise yourself. The Tower is here. You're about to experience a really big shift in your lifestyle, in your pentacle world, in the love world, through a really big shift. Just when you thought that you were done, that you would swear off of relationships, fine, I'm just going to be single till I'm dead. I feel like just as you're ready to give up, I feel like somebody shows up to help you. Again, we have the Eight of Swords. Somebody is here showing up to help you. I feel like this person is showing up to show you how to get out of some sort of mental situation that you've been in for a while. We've got the Knight of Cups. It is a romantic connection here that you have manifested. This person is somebody who I feel sees your worth. They see you as someone who's transformative, that you are somebody who is actually very much in balance. We have the Justice card here. You are their justice. So they're looking for someone who's going to fulfill this spot of karma for them. Somebody who is going to restore things for them, as well as them bringing balance to you. And we're going to do that through conversation with the Queen of Swords here. High level conversation, intellectual conversation. Let's find out if we even like each other or if we're compatible before we do the fire thing. Because I feel like you're not into doing the fire thing right now. You're not into getting into a friends with benefits situation. You want to know that this person intellectually has the capacity to entertain you because you're highly intelligent, right? So I feel like your first criteria is not necessarily getting into passion. It's more about intellectual things. Got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. Got double Scorpio here. Pisces, Cancer. We've got Leo energy and Gemini again. All right. Let's look at Cancer. Drinking vanilla matcha. Cancer, if you're interested, what's in my cup. Let's find out what's going on for Cancer the next 7 days, my friend. Happy New Year to you, Cancer. If you are interested in a private read, please look in the pinned comment below this video. Everything you need is there. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Cancer. We've got the Lovers, Cancer. Who else had that? It was Taurus that had the Lovers. We have the Knight of Wands. We have the Five of Wands. And we have the Four of Swords. I feel like you are feeling a bit lonely, is what it feels like here. It feels like you're feeling a bit lonely, that you're not really talking to anybody, and that you're in a space and time where you're actually healing yourself. I feel like you're trying to heal yourself mentally, like you're trying to get some sort of mental stability here, because the Five of Wands tells me you're beating yourself up about something. The Knight of Wands is in the past, and so I feel like that maybe you've been engaging in relationships that possibly just didn't didn't work out. It feels like they're very short-lived relationships. And I feel like this Four of Swords and the Lovers is telling me that you're feeling very lonely for companionship at this time. But I also feel like you're not really doing much about that. It feels like with this sword at the bottom here, you can see here, you're not really saying anything, right? This is the challenge. The challenge is communication. And I feel like the fact is that you're really healing from something. And I feel like Cancer, you're like, I don't really want to go out there and put myself out there in a bunch of competition. I feel like that's why you've been holding back. And I feel like it's more of a passionate thing for you, that you're looking for passion, but I think that you're looking for a good old-fashioned love story, I feel, with this particular Gemini energy you can see here. It feels like it's very nostalgic, that there is somebody here that I feel that you have in mind that maybe you only think about. I think that you want quick change here. You want something to change quickly, but you can't just lay there. You got to get up and do something, right? Tell me about Lovers. We've got the Fool. I think you're ready to get back into the dating pool or ready to meet someone special. We have the Tower. Interesting. I feel like you're going to come across some sort of relationship quite by accident. And when I mean quite by accident, look, maybe you're on the apps. Maybe you've been through, 100 dates, and maybe it's date number 101 who is the special person. But it feels like you might be feeling like it feels like this. First of all, the Tower is the shift, right? It's the hard shift, but it is a shift into something new. I feel like a new door is opening here. It could be the new year, but I feel like a new door is opening here with the Fool. And although nothing is going on right now, there's the potential for anything to happen. But I first think you have to let go of whatever happened in the past, because I feel like this Knight of Wands is telling me that maybe you jumped in for pleasure, desire, and passion first. And it feels like with this shift showing up here, it puts you into a place where you're going to have a lot of opportunities, but emotional ones. And I think that's where it gets a little bit hard for you, because you're not someone who really wants to show your emotions on the surface very quickly. You are somebody who keeps them. It's like I always say, Cancer will go into a room of 30 people, and Cancer will leave that room knowing a little bit about everybody, but nobody knows anything about Cancer. It's like you're not willing to divulge anything about yourself here. And I think that's what the Seven of Cups is telling me, that you're meeting a lot of people, but you're not really connecting deeply to any of them. And because because you're emotionally detached. And I feel like it's because you might still have some healing that needs to be done here. So I feel like you're meeting people, but you're quickly making a judgment or deciding, no, that one's not for me. It feels like it's might not be that they're not for you. It might be that you're just emotionally detached and you can't share as quickly as someone else might. So you're looking for someone who makes you feel nostalgic. I was getting that with this card here of the Lovers, that you want nostalgic love. You want, you want traditional or old time love. It feels like you want if you're the feminine, you want someone who does hold the car door open for you, or hold doors open for you. If you're the masculine, you do want someone who dotes and loves and, takes care of the home and takes care of you. It feels like an old time sort of traditional kind of love. And I feel like you've been thinking about what you want for a long time. It feels like you've been single for a while, that you've been on this path by yourself, but I really do feel that before you're going to be able to meet anybody, it feels like you must find your light first. You must really decide that you are going to stop hiding from your feelings. Stop hiding from soulmates. It feels like you're hiding yourself away, expecting that you're going to meet somebody. And we have the Six of Swords. So I really do feel that what's going on is that maybe you are on the apps, maybe you're not. I don't know. But it feels like you are meeting people, but you're quickly deciding, nope, that one's not for me. Nope, that one's not for me. But I don't think it's on their side. I think it's because you're the one that's emotionally detached. So it feels like you move on really quickly. Even though you could be meeting soulmates, you're really not giving it much of a chance, because it feels like you haven't yet found your light, or you're walking around in the dark, or it feels like you need a little more wisdom. I feel like you need to move a little bit more towards wisdom. You're actually looking more for the pitfalls. So when you meet somebody, you're looking for reasons not to want to be in a long-term relationship. So you can say to the universe, see, I told you, right? Wouldn't be like you to want to be right. We have the Nine of Swords here. And And I think that's what it is. I think that you're just really scared to be seen, right, by the sun. When the sun's out, you've got the spotlight, and the spotlight's on you. You have a breakthrough. Everybody can see everything about you. And I feel like with the Nine of Swords and the sun, it's telling me that you're really sort of worried about people for seeing you for who you are. And that tells me that maybe there is a little bit more work that you have to do internally, because it tells me that you don't like who you are, that you really don't want people to see who you are. We do have the Chariot, and that's your energy here. So I feel like you won't be in this energy much longer. I feel like you are going to have success. I feel things are going to work out for you, but I do feel that you're going to have to travel a road where you're going to have to do your best to keep your energies in balance, right? We have the gold and the silver sphinx here. And that is, you know, the energy of keeping in balance, keeping your energies in balance, your masculine and your feminine energies in balance. I feel like you are, you need to stop running away. You need to give something a chance. You need to see someone more than once, more than twice. Yeah, maybe it needs to start slow for you. I always say that you're the Taurus of the water signs, right? You need to go slow. You want to go absolutely and completely slow. Build a foundation. Start with a friendship. Make sure they have your back. Make sure they have a good network of people. Look, you can meet somebody that you're attracted to physically, and then the people they hang out with are a complete shit show. Like, you don't want to be attached to that either. So I feel like the Three of Pentacles is telling me to tell you to go really slow. Start with a really small foundation. Make that foundation. Build a friendship first. And then maybe once you do that, you'll allow this person to see you for who you really are. Tell me what the outcome is here, please, for Cancer. We have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands. So it feels like you go from feeling on the outside looking in, or feeling alone, feeling detached, to the Four of Wands. So I feel like it's you go from this place of the Three of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles. So okay, I'm going to go slow and I'm going to start a foundation, but I'm still going to keep you at arm's length. I'm still going to keep you at arm's length while I work on myself. 5 and 3 is 8 Pentacles, which is working on the self or working hard on something. Maybe you're just working hard at work. But we do have the Four of Wands, and then we have the Ace of Wands. So I feel like it goes this way. It goes, first we're friends, then I keep you at arm's length just a little bit. Then maybe I invite you over. Maybe I invite you over to my home. We get a little bit more stability, and then we can talk about passion. We do have the Page of Pentacles. We have to plant the seed first, and something's got to start slow. We can't just jump straight to the commitment, because I feel like there's somebody here who's not really good with making a commitment, not even for friendship, not even to go out. It feels like you just don't want to be dealing with commitment at this time. We do have a Virgo. We have Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, more Scorpio. We have Aries, Leo, and Gemini energy. All right. Leo. Let's find out what's going on for Leo. Happy New Year. I was going to say happy anniversary. Happy New Year, Leo. Maybe you are having an anniversary soon. Happy New Year to you. And if you are interested in a private reading, please look in the pinned comment below if you're interested in getting a reading for the new year. Let's find out what's going on for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the next 7 days. This is your sneak peek, Leo. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. Something's about to show up in your world that's going to make you quite happy. Something that I feel you've been holding back from. Maybe you're feeling a little bit of lack about it. Oh, it's a new connection here. Oh, this is interesting. So it makes me feel like you have a new person on the approach, or maybe you've already met this person. We do have the Queen of Pentacles here. This person's ready to settle down. They're someone who is quite dependable. They are slow moving. They want to take things slow, but they are somebody who's very financially stable. They're stable in their pentacle world, and they've been making their own money, running their own business, or, doing their own thing in the workplace. Or maybe they're retired. Take it as it resonates for you. But this feels like this is a new connection for you. But I feel like you've been holding back from this person. And I feel like you've been holding back from this person because maybe you're otherwise engaged in something else. The World card is here. It feels like you're going through some sort of really heavy duty renovation in your life right now. You're coming to the end of a chapter in your life that it's time for you to step through some sort of a portal here into the new world, into something new. But first you have to tie up the loose ends. So maybe you're in a long-term relationship that you're no longer. Maybe it's a house you're selling. Could be something like that. But it feels like that this person who is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, this person could be someone who is going to show up new on the scene for you. This could also, for those of you who are not looking at this as a love relationship, this could be just good news. That good news has come in, and before you can make any other decisions about stability, it feels like you've got to close the door on something. There's a major shift going on in your life right now, Leo, and you might feel that. You might feel that a lot of things are up in the air, that a lot of things are in flux or changing around you. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. You could be ready to let go of a place of work, let go, maybe you're selling a business. It feels like you're going on some sort of a new path here. You've got the seeds of intention in your hand and you're about to follow a new path. You're making an intention to do something new and it's going to take a lot of hard work. I feel like it's could be a hard work on yourself for sure. It could be self-mastery, but it does feel like it is a new path that you're forging here. You're the one clearing the way to something new. And it might be something financial. And so right now you're engaged in building the foundation of this. And but first something else must come to an end. You have to complete, accomplish, or hit this milestone before you're going to be able to throw the seeds of intention and start nurturing this new path that you're going to be working on really, really hard. We have 7 and 3 Pentacles, which is 10. I feel like you are working on something that is going to bring in a lot of money. It might be a long-term thing. For those of you who are looking at this as a love reading, this new connection could end up being a long-term connection. But I feel like it's supposed to start really slowly with maybe friendship or building a foundation if it is a relationship for you. But for some of you, this is a surprise. This is something that there might be a surprise ending that's showing up next week. Maybe you assumed something was going on in the background, but maybe something comes to an end and you weren't expecting it to come to an end. We've got the Hierophant here. I feel like you are learning lessons. It feels like things are like puzzle pieces are moving. Things are in flux or shifting in your life right now. I don't think that it's a bad thing though. But I also feel like you're holding back from beginning anything brand new because there is so much change going on right now. I think you're in the midst of learning spiritual lessons. I feel like you are becoming the leader and so that means maybe you're leaving a job to become a business owner, or you've decided to retire and you're doing something else with your time now. But it feels like you are about to become the leader, the spiritual teacher possibly. Maybe you're getting into a spiritual business. We've got the 8 of Swords. We've got the 4 of Wands. And we've got the Page of Swords. So for some of you, you might actually need to go back to school to learn whatever it is that you're going to learn in order to complete this lesson here. Whatever it is going to bring stability into your life. This foundation that you're building here, I feel is like you're saving money for a house, or you're trying to move into more of a stable place in your life. I want to say that for the longest time, it feels like you've been in this 8 of Swords, and I feel like you've added more to your plate than you usually have, but I feel like what you've added to your plate is a course, or you're learning something. You've got something that you're learning that's brand new. Maybe you're learning to build houses. Like maybe that's it as well. Maybe you're a person who is a house builder, maybe a contractor. Maybe you are someone who's in construction and you want to learn how to be a contractor. Could be that. Tell me more about this. We've got the King of Pentacles, but either way, this is what you're looking for. You're looking to be the master of your domain. You're looking at financial stability or financial freedom. For some of you, you could be going to school to be an architect, or to be somebody who is an accountant, or somebody who moves money around, maybe a CEO, a CFO. It feels like somebody here is learning something new that is going to bring in a whole lot more money than you used to make. For those of you who are looking at this as a love relationship, I feel like what you do want is something new, but I feel like this isn't the right time for it. Like you're holding back from new connections because of this change that's happening. And I feel like it's got you in a place where you feel like you're sort of imprisoned in all of this change. There isn't much that you can do until everything gets itself into balance and you start reaping some of the rewards or seeing some of the successes in your life. And then you can engage with somebody in text, or, you know, maybe ask somebody out, or maybe start making conversation. But I feel like now isn't the time because there's too much change going on around you right now, Leo. Tell me what the outcome is. We've got the High Priestess, we've got the King of Swords, and we've got the Queen of Wands. So I feel like right now is a time where you're really getting in touch with your intuition. It feels like with the King of Swords that you are highly intellectual, very smart. You might even be going to school to be a lawyer, to be a judge, to be something that you use your brain for, maybe a surgeon, right? A police officer. But it feels like, I mean, we all use our brains for our jobs, but you know what I mean? Like a high level thinking, maybe psychologist, psychiatrist, or a doctor. It could be that. It feels like right now your intuition is telling you that your focus should be on your learning, whatever it is that you're learning to become the king of your domain. And the Queen of Wands is here. And I feel like the Queen of Wands is telling me that there's nothing that's going to stop you from getting what you want. What's around the corner here, please? What's around the corner? Got the Three of Swords, got the Queen of Cups, and the King of Wands. I don't think that you can really handle a love relationship at this time because I think there's other things that are on your mind. We've got the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the King of Swords. We're just looking for the King of Cups, so I don't think love is on your mind right now. I feel like you don't have time for it, or you just can't take another heartbreak or a heartache. We got the Three of Swords with the Queen of Cups, and I feel like to you, love equals heartbreak. It feels like right now you're very focused in your pentacle world, but you're also very focused in your fire. And right now, a distraction would be the Queen of Wands for you, or the King of Wands. And you don't need that distraction right now. It feels like you've got, you're headed for the door here. So the World card is here. The Fool comes next. So you're ending something so something else can begin. But I feel like right now is not the time for love for you, that you are very focused on whatever it is that you're building. Things are going really fast and a lot of moving parts in your life right now. So I feel like you are very focused on you. On whatever you are about to learn, because you're learning lessons. With the Page of Swords here, you are the student, and when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and we also saw the student and the teacher, right? All right, so we have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy here. More Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Cancer energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Pisces energy. All right. Let's look at Virgo. Virgo, I have vanilla matcha in my cup, if you're wondering. Let's talk about Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This is your reading for the next 7 days, including New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to you, Virgo. Thank you for all the ways you've been loving on me this year. Appreciate you. Tell me about Virgo. The next 7 days. This is your sneak peek for this week, Virgo. Tell me about Virgo. What do we need to know about Virgo? Five of Wands. Trying to get a leg up. You've really been fighting for something here. Fighting your intuition. What is this? Your intuition is telling you that there is somebody here. I feel like it's either a choice for some of you. Maybe it doesn't have anything to do with love. It could be a choice. Others of you, I feel like you're holding yourself back here from some sort of a soulmate connection that you've actually manifested. It's shown up and now you're not sure if you want it. We've got the Two of Wands. So I feel like you're behind some sort of boundary here. It feels like you are at the crossroads waiting for somebody, and that somebody shows up and now you're not sure if you want it, or you're fighting yourself about it. You're holding back. The Five of Wands is about indecision. Now that it's here, I'm not really sure what I want. That's what it looks like, Virgo, here. I'm not really sure that I want it, but I do feel that you have manifested this really beautiful love here. We do have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Seven of Wands. So Virgo, it feels like you're like, of course I want to invest in love. That's what I'm here for. I am here with my, my Ace of Pentacles is already rooted. I've gotten my hands really dirty here, working for what I want. And then the Queen of Cups shows up, sweet, kind, loving, compassionate, very soft, somebody who's very spiritual, empathic, maybe even psychic. This person might have some children. They possibly could be a mother or a father. But it feels like you've been manifesting this Ace of Pentacles for so long that it's like it's already started to take root. And then all of a sudden the Queen of Wands shows up. The Queen of Cups shows up. And you're like, well, I didn't think it would show up that fast. I didn't think that my manifestation would show up that fast. Then all of a sudden you're behind these boundaries here, feeling like your back's against the wall. Now I've got to make a decision. So it feels like the Seven of Wands is here and I called it out and then the Seven of Wands showed up. So I feel like it's almost like you're not really showing this person your feelings, not really showing this person it's like I want to say that you're spending a lot of your time within, trying to figure out if this is actually what you wanted. Do I really want this now that it has shown up? I feel like this person gets a lot of attention, or maybe you do. Maybe you have a lot of options. Maybe you have a lot of attention. But it feels like somebody here is trying to figure out by meditation, is this really what I want? Is this a time in my life where I really want to leave the Two of Wands or, make a decision to move forward into the future with somebody here and possibly get into some sort of commitment. So I feel like the Star is here. With the Page of Wands in the reverse, it tells me that you don't really want a commitment at this time. Like maybe this person shows up and you feel like things all of a sudden are moving too fast. The Star is here, and I feel like this is a soulmate. I want to say that you feel very connected to this person. The Lovers is here, and so is the Star. And you can see on the Star card here that this person is connected to the universe, and the universe is connected to you. Therefore, you're connected to them. So it feels like this person is somebody. I've got these two stars here, right? This person is somebody who is like listening to the higher self. They're probably very spiritual, maybe a spiritual teacher. They are somebody that you feel very spiritually connected to. They feel like the universe to you. They feel like a person that you would want to get to know more, but the Page of Wands is in the reverse and you're not really going anywhere. You're not doing anything. It feels like you do want to communicate with them, do want to connect, but you're really not sure. Now that it's in your face, now that it's shown up, you're like, I don't know, is this the right one? I'm not really sure if this is what I want. We have the Chariot. And so I feel like you're under the surface with your feelings. I feel like you're not going to show them your feelings right away, that you're trying to get yourself in order. The Seven of Wands here is telling me that you're trying to meditate, get an answer. You're trying to block out all of the noise. It feels like you're trying to take the higher ground or go to the higher place to try and get the answers to whether this is the person you're supposed to move forward with or not. I feel like you just need to get these energies in order here, because this is fast-moving energy. We do have the dark horse and the light horse, feminine and masculine energy, and you're the one that's trying to just keep yourself stable. Like you're trying to keep everything stable here. Feels like now that it's shown up and it's really beautiful, it scares you just a little bit, makes you a little bit nervous, because now it's like, okay, you told the universe, look, I'd like to invest, and then it shows up and you're like, but wait, is it right now? Because I didn't think it was coming this quickly. We've got the Queen of Swords. We've got the Six of Wands. And we've got the Four of Wands. So yeah, it feels like the Queen of Swords here is sitting here, head over heart. Heart is all locked up in this little jail down here. Head over heart, right? So you're looking at this situation in a very logical way. And you're like, logically, do I really want this victory? Is this what I really want? Do I really want this right now? Because it looks like the person that shows up feels like they're kind of perfect. I want to say that they're kind of everything that you've been asking the universe for. And the Four of Wands is telling me they even come with their own stability. But still, we have, the 6 and the 4 is 10. You feel really burdened by the fact that it showed up quicker than you are ready for it. So although you've been asking the universe for it, I think that when this person shows up and they seem too good to be true, that you're sort of giving it the side eye. You're like, I'm not ready. I don't feel ready. I don't feel balanced. I don't feel like I can offer you enough spiritually. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Emperor. And we've got the Knight of Cups. It does feel like that you want to go slow, go really slow. You want to feel it out. I feel like that you have some money issues that you want to get in order before you decide to make your own empire. It feels like the decision is yours, I'm going to say, right? The choice. The decision is yours. The Knight of Cups is here. If you choose to be romantic, if you choose to receive the romance, whatever side of the coin that you're on, Virgo, whether you're the feminine or the masculine, I feel like once you feel secure in your finances, once you feel stable in your finances, I feel like that's when you're going to be ready for an emotional connection, for some sort of romance to go down. But I feel like it showed up before you had gone over, like, I feel like you have a list of things that you want to figure out before you get into a serious relationship. And I feel like you didn't realize what a powerful manifester you were. And when you began manifesting, all of a sudden things started growing and now it's out of control. Now it's like the whole field is full of roses and you don't know what to do with them. And we've got the Five of Cups. And so you're spiraling just a little bit is what it feels like. But this is your second chance at love. And here it is. It's happiness. It's celebration. It's fun. It's reunion. It feels like it's here for you and you're not really ready for it. But this is a changing time in your life. I feel like this is a kind of love that is going to transform you. And I feel like ready or not, here it comes is what I want to say. All right. Got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Gemini, more Cancer energy. We've got Aquarius energy. We've got Virgo and Pisces, Taurus, Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Leo, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and Scorpio energy. Very interesting. All right, Libra. Tell me about beautiful Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Libra, Happy New Year to you. And if you are interested in booking a private reading, please look at the pinned comment below. I'll take you over to Wizio. It's the only place you can book me. Let's find out what's going on with you. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Libra. Tell me about Libra. What's going on the next 7 days? A sneak peek for this week for Libra. Boy, you know what? This is like the fourth sign I've read for that began with the Lovers. What's going on here? Tell me about the Lovers. We've got the Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Two of Swords. And we've got the Devil in the reverse. So I feel like you're ready. I want to say that you're ready to love, that maybe you've made this decision that you're ready to love, ready to make a choice. I want to say that you're at the crossroads here, but I'm going to say that the universe is telling me you're ready, but you don't feel ready. It feels as though this Devil energy is something that has finally released you. It feels like there has been this energy of feeling stuck or having doubt, or maybe you were trying to battle an addiction to buying too many clothes, too many shoes. Maybe it was an addiction to some sort of substance. But it feels like with the Nine of Pentacles here that you are single at this time. And it feels like if you're not single, that you have grown immensely. I want to say that there's a lot of growth that has taken place this year for you. And I feel like it's not only on the inside, but it's on the outside as well. I feel like you've been on your own for a while, building things by yourself, and it feels like love is going to show up for you. You're going to have a choice in love, but it does feel like with the Two of Swords here that maybe you're not ready for it, or that you don't want to see it when it shows up. It might be a little bit frightful, or you have a little bit of fear, trying to release the fear of getting into a relationship here. Tell me about the Lovers. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. So it does feel like there is an energy here. I feel like you're still trying to let someone go from the past, or trying to let go of some nostalgic feelings that you have. And I feel like you are still a little bit closed off to some sort of new love. And I think that's why you're at the Two of Swords here, that you're at a place where you feel kind of stuck, that you really don't want to see that new love is out there, but I feel like it's beckoning you. I feel like it's here and it's available if you want it, but it feels like you're still trying to recover from some sort of really painful betrayal in love that you experienced possibly with a soulmate, and it's rendered you kind of shut off and shut down. The Four of Pentacles is you not being very vulnerable. So although I think that you're ready financially, you're ready in your life, like your life I feel is on track, sort of stable. I want to say you're looking good. You've had a glow up. I feel like you're still a little bit scared of what might be in the future here, because I feel like you're still in a place where you're trying to heal or trying to release something from the past here. We've got the Empress, we've got the Three of Pentacles, and we have Temperance. Now you could be the Empress, or this could be an Empress that you do see in the future here. Somebody who's possibly someone you're acquainted with that you would call a partner. Maybe it's a partnership. You could work with this person. You could be on a project with this person. They could be someone that you met in the community or in a group of people. Could be a person that does the same kind of work that you do. I think that this person is being very patient in this friendship, but I want to say that this Empress probably has more feelings for you than you realize. And I feel that you feel that the daunting task, if you are not the Empress, is courting the Empress. That you know that you're going to have to reach up, or that you're going to have to level yourself up in order to be in a viable relationship with the Empress. If you are the Empress, I feel like you are somebody who has worked on yourself a lot. You are somebody who is very well-rounded. You've learned a lot of lessons over this year of 2024. You could have a child, or maybe you're looking forward to having children, and maybe you're getting a little bit older and you're like, this is the time. I got to find somebody. If I am going to have a family, it's going to be now. I've got to settle into at least a partnership here. I feel like you're being patient, but it feels like things are going really slow, because it does feel like you're sort of holding back from it, I'm going to say. We've got the Fool. Yeah, I want to say that it tells me here that you're ready. So if you are the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, you're ready. I feel like there's no time like the present. The moment of alchemy is here, and it's time for you to partner up with somebody. But I think for some of you, you still feel like you have some work left to do, and so you're avoiding it or not looking at it, or feeling like, I don't know if I could take one more hit to the heart. I don't know if I could be betrayed again. I feel like you are unfortunately still hanging on to past considerations. You're considering other and old relationships where it didn't work out for you, and you're bringing that into the present moment. And that means that you can never move into the future because you're stuck between the present and the past. So I feel like you must let go of something in the past before you can move forward into this new chapter. But I want to say that everything that you're doing in your life, you might be saying, well, my money's good. I've learned all my wisdoms. I feel like I'm very well-rounded. I don't really need anybody. Elsie says that when you don't need it, that's when it shows up. It is showing up, but you're not wanting to see it because you're scared. You're trying to let go of the fear of having to possibly level yourself up if you're not yet in the Empress energy, or if you are the Empress, that it's like you haven't yet gone out there to date as the Empress, and you're like, I've got to keep my boundaries. And so I feel like you are looking for partnership. Somebody here is feels like they're running out of time. Feels like you think you're running out of time to find someone here. We do have the Eight of Pentacles. Tells me you've been working really hard or working a lot, maybe working at your job, but it could be self-mastery and working on the self. We do have the Sun energy here. And we have the Page of Cups. I think someone's realizing here that you work too much. You're like, maybe I just work too much. I don't get out enough. How am I going to meet somebody new if my spotlight is on, the Eight of Pentacles? Maybe you're going to school. Maybe you're learning something new. Maybe you're honing a new skill, or trying to refine a skill that you have. Maybe you're at school. But it feels like if this is where your focus is, I want to say that you're having a realization or a breakthrough that if I work so much, or if I keep going over all the details, I'm never going to get anywhere. If I keep editing and then editing the edits and then editing the edits I've already edited, you're never going to meet anybody new. So I feel like this is the problem here. The Two of Swords is telling me that you've got to bust through this here. Stop ignoring what's showing up, because the door is open and ready for you if you do want something new here. We have the Five of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the World card. So right now I feel like you are on the outside looking in of a love relationship. I feel like it's there sort of standing there looking at you in the face, but it feels like you're not quite ready to close the door on nostalgia yet. You're not quite ready to walk through this portal into the new year. You're not quite ready to let go of something, an old love, or you need to detach from the Ace of Cups in order for it to arrive. That's what it feels like here. We do have the Moon energy, and you're like, I don't know what to do about that. I do want to be happy. I do want passion. I do want romance, but I'm going to have to go get it. So I feel like I am speaking to possibly a masculine who is going to pursue the feminine possibly. And you're a king, and this is an empress. She's all of the queens. And so from a distance, it looks a little bit daunting that you are ready for passion and love. You're ready for total happiness here, the Ten of Cups. But I feel like something is holding you back. It's like you're ignoring something. You feel like it's like a perfection issue. It feels like you don't feel like you've perfected yourself enough in order to offer yourself to someone else. Right, could be a little bit of a self-esteem issue because maybe you took a hit in the betrayal that you had in the past. Could be that. We've got Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. More Aries here. We've got Sagittarius. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Cancer and Pisces. We've got Libra and Taurus. We've got Capricorn energy, Leo, and Gemini. A little bit of Virgo energy. Right. Take a sip of my tea. How are you, Scorpio? Happy New Year, friend. I hope you're well. What's in my cup? I'm drinking vanilla matcha. That is ceremonial matcha. Let's find out what's going on for you, Scorpio. Look, I'm caught up on my private reads, so if you're interested in booking, now would be the time to do that. I'm kind of ahead of schedule. And look at the pinned comment if you're interested in that. Let's talk about Scorpio. What's coming up in the next 7 days? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Scorpio, my psychic friends network. What's going on with Scorpio? We've got the Ten of Swords. Good and bad, right? It feels like you are releasing something, but something that maybe has been troubling you in the mind. Feels like you've gone through some hard stuff here. I feel like you are in the midst of healing. You're in a very intensive healing situation where you're trying to gain balance in your life after maybe a deep betrayal or a really painful ending in something. I've got the Page of Cups. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. So, Scorpio, I feel like we come into this reading with you in the midst of releasing something that was really sort of graphically painful, I want to say. It feels like you're trying to heal from that with this Sagittarius energy here, with the Temperance energy. I feel like you're trying to find balance. You're trying to be patient with this healing here. And you're trying to find a way to open your heart to something new love, good news, trying to be more positive. The Ace of Pentacles is here. It feels like the universe is delivering something to your door, like delivering a person to your door. Or it feels like something new might be coming. For some of you, still might be getting parcels from the holiday season. But it does feel like some sort of good news is arriving. And I want to say that maybe you were in this energy for a while, maybe the last couple weeks or so. But it feels like this balance energy or this temperance energy that's here with the Page of Cups is telling me that you can rest assured that there's some good news that is arriving. And it might be abundance. It might have to do with money or love. But it's something new, something that is surprising, possibly. Tell me about this Ten of Swords, please. We've got the Four of Cups in the reverse. we've got the 8 of Swords, and we have the 2 of Cups. I feel as though it's time for you to move out of the comfort zone. I feel for you, the comfort zone is a place where you are by yourself. It feels like the comfort zone for you is in the mind, working things out. I feel like you're thinking about things, thinking about a betrayal possibly, or trying to release yourself. I feel like the 8 of Swords is telling me that you are, that your hands are tied, or that you're not really sure where you can step. You've been hurt a lot. And you're trying to become more vulnerable. You're trying to open your heart to new love. But I feel like it's been so hard for you, Scorpio. It's been so hard for you to get out of the 8 of Swords. You want to be happy again. You want to get out and be more social. Tell me more. I think that it's super hard for you, though. We've got the 5 of Pentacles, we've got the 2 of Wands, and we've got the Ace of Candles in the reverse. So I think that, the thing that is, what's going on here, Scorpio, I think, is that you keep finding people who are on a different vibration from you. You, I feel, are somebody who's been through a lot. I'm just looking at this 5 of Pentacles here. You can see there's 2 people, one who's still standing, but they've got a crutch. They've got their shoe all bandaged up. There's no buttons on their coat. It's winter outside. Then we have somebody here who is who's sitting on the ground. So I feel like I want to say that the problem that you have, Scorpio, is you keep wanting to save people. It feels like you're trying to save people, even though you're the one who needs to be saved. And I'm not talking in a religious sense. I'm talking about that you want to reconnect with people. You want to have success here. You want to give to people. But before you can give to people, you have to give to yourself. You can only meet people who are offering you on the same vibration. Look, every once in a while we can meet someone who's on a higher vibration. What I mean by that, if you're a person who doesn't take care of your body, doesn't take care of your hair, doesn't take care of yourself, and then you meet somebody who looks like a model, feminine or masculine, that's a difference of vibration. And so there's going to be an attraction on your part, but maybe there won't be an attraction on their part because you're not on the same vibration as them. I feel like you are on some sort of vibration where you still need to help yourself, work on yourself, and you keep meeting people who are in a lower vibration than you. And you want to save those people so you don't have to look at all the things that you still have to work on for yourself. We have the 2 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands is telling me that you need to prepare to maybe do a little more work on you. And look, I'm not saying that you're not enough. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that I feel like the cycle that you're caught in here, the cycle that you can't release, is a cycle of wanting to save everybody. That you don't like to see people around you in peril because you feel everything so intensely. I feel like you have to make a decision. You're at the 2 of Wands. You have to make a decision. And the decision I feel that you've got to make is the way that you start, rather than jumping into a relationship and risking getting into a relationship where you're the one who is the bringer of everything. What I mean by saving someone is you're the person who brings the material things, the emotional stuff. Like, it feels like you're always looking for a relationship, but I feel like you end up being in relationships with people who need you more than you need them. And it's sort of uneven. It's not a very good match of vibration. So I feel like the way to resolve this here is, while you're working on yourself, to go out and get social and don't look for dates. Don't look for people to be in passionate situations with. But I feel like, as a way of preparation, it's good for you to be with friends, go out and do things, be social with people that you know. And maybe you'll end up meeting new people, right? The Ace of Pentacles is here. But it feels like, when you meet these new people, it's got to go slow, because I feel like you're still in some sort of a healing situation right now, because balance is here with the 10 of Swords. I feel like you've experienced something catastrophic, whether it's the loss of a relationship, the loss of a friendship, or maybe the loss of a loved one. It feels here like you've still got to repair yourself. I feel like you're living in some sort of regret. And I don't think that right now is the time for you to to be in relationships. It feels like what you need is some good news. You need some healing. You need to release the betrayal or the sadness that you've been carrying around. And then, engage with your friends. Be very social. See who you can find out there in order to find friendships. Pentacle friendships, right? Things that are not in passion, things that are not in love, but something brand new, something quite abundant, somebody that could be a friend, or maybe somebody that teaches you something. The outcome is showing the King of Swords. We've got the Sun. Yeah, a page of gifts. You know what? I feel like I'm looking at this as in a very logical way. And I think that's how we're supposed to look at it, is sort of head over heart, as the King of Swords would do. It's time to take the emotions out of it. It's time to look at everything sort of head over heart. The Sun is here, and that's what the spotlight is on. It's on the King of Swords. So I feel like you're supposed to look at everything sort of logical, write things down, maybe start something really slowly here, go out with your friends. You might meet somebody, maybe there's a little bit of flirting, maybe you go out for coffee. This is not really dating, this is meeting new people, making new connections, surprising new connections, I feel. And it's all trying in an effort to heal you and bring you out of this vibration of feeling disconnected or detached. Tell me, what's around the corner here? We have the Judgment card, we have the Three of Swords, and we have the King of Cups. So your energy right there. So it does feel like here is that you're being called to release the Three of Swords. That I know it's easier said than done. I'm just going to say, I feel like there's some disappointment or heartbreak or heartache, something that was it was a very harsh ending. And so whether, like I said, whether you've lost a loved one or lost a friendship or lost a relationship, it feels like you're just beginning to repair. And I feel like you are in this King of Cups energy, that I feel like you are emotionally available, emotionally intelligent, but I feel like you're still hiding under the surface, which is good, because I feel like you're not ready for a full-blown relationship, but you might be ready to socialize. You might be ready to flirt just a little bit, go out for a few drinks, right? Get emotional connection with your soul tribe. We do have the Strength card, and gain some strength, gain some courage to get out there and do it again. We do have the Ten of Wands. It's going to help you. Being amongst other people is going to help you drop some burdens. And so we have this realization that I've got to get out amongst people, shift my energy, shift my frame of mind, right? The King of Swords is here in your outcome. Shift how I think, a shift in thinking. And maybe we just need to go from the bottom up. The Three of Pentacles is, let's just build it slow. Let's just build it really slowly. I'll start with a partnership. Let's get in and maybe meet some friends of friends. And the Five of Good Cheer and the Seven of Swords, I don't have to tell anybody that I've been through the worst time of my life. But things might begin to move forward here. And then maybe I end up getting someone that I just text with once in a while. And until you can grow from where you are, I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's been really hurt by something here. So take it slow. Take it really, really slow, I think is the message that's here. You may be feeling lonely, and that's an indication that you're not ready to date. There is Leo energy here, Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. We've got Virgo and Pisces. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo energy, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and Sagittarius energy. We've also got Scorpio in the Scorpio is in the Tower. All right. Sagittarius, my fire fam, here we are. Let's find out what's going on for you in the next 7 days. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Happy New Year to you, my friends. Thank you so much for all the ways you've loved me this year. I appreciate you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you're interested in a private read, please know that they are open. Please look in the pinned comment for all of that. It's good stuff. Tell me about Sag. What's coming up in the next 7 days for Sag? We have the Five of Swords. We have the Six of Cups. We have the Fool energy. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. Five of Wands is on deck. We have 2 5s. So whatever I'm about to say here, I feel like is about to change quickly. But I'm going to be honest and say that I feel like that there is somebody who might be showing up into your present. And so it is someone from your past. It feels like with the 5 of Swords looking into the past, it's someone that you've had words with, or someone you don't agree with, or someone who is a negative person who is only looking at the things that are wrong. They're a person who has a problem for every solution. It feels like this person you've left deeply in your past. I feel like you're over it and that you've moved forward from this person here. But every once in a while, it feels like you look over your shoulder, or what I mean by that is metaphorical. Not that you're looking over your shoulder, but maybe that every once in a while they pop into your head. I feel like you've had a new beginning already with some sort of new soul tribe, or maybe even a new soul mate. But we have the 7 of Pentacles here. And so it feels like you are on some sort of a new path, that you're putting a lot of hard work into something. It feels like something is up here, though. It feels like something is about to change really quickly. Tell me about the 5 of Swords. I feel like you took a leap of faith into either another relationship or another soul tribe. Like maybe you left a group of people back here and decided to go on a new path and nurture new friendships. We have the Emperor. We have Temperance. And we have the Knight of Wands. Isn't that interesting? It really does feel like you're about to get like communication from someone that you haven't spoken to probably in years. It feels like this person is on your mind lately. And I don't think that you're thinking about them obsessively. I feel like once in a while they're popping into your mind lately, but you can pretty much be sure that if you're on the same vibrational level as this person, that, you know, when one atom vibrates and it's the same vibration, everything around it that's on the same vibration vibrates as well. So I feel like if they're thinking about you, that's why you're thinking about them. So it feels like this is maybe an old friend. It could be somebody who you worked for, somebody you worked with, but the Emperor is here. So it feels like this person is somebody who is maybe a business owner, or someone who's really bossed up in their life, someone who's stable and sturdy, maybe a world traveler. It feels like there is a moment of alchemy here for this person to arrive. I'm just saying, like, it feels like somebody here is moving towards you really quickly, like something is barreling toward you here. And it feels like this Emperor energy is somebody who has waited for the perfect time, or who has been really patient, somebody who wishes to heal something with you. Yeah, somebody you've been holding back from, or maybe you sacrificed this person from your life. I want to say that the Emperor has a new perspective on something. I feel like you two are at odds, or maybe you just went your separate ways, because the 5 of Swords is like, we have fundamental differences. You don't think like me. I don't think like you. I'm never going to think like you. You're never going to think like me. And we just parted ways. And maybe it wasn't so much an argument as it was maybe just fundamental differences. Like, we just don't have the same lifestyle. We don't come from the same backgrounds. There's just a lot of things that we have differ on opinions of. We do have the Sun. Could be talking about a Pisces, a Leo, maybe an Aries. And we have the 8 of Cups. It's like this person wants to shed a little light on why they disconnected from you. Very wild. This person may have children, or a child, maybe a new child, because there's a baby on the back of this dog here. They might be a dog lover. This person, I feel, is somebody who has been enlightened by a different perspective. And it's almost as if they now realize that they walked away prematurely, or that they have been emotionally disconnected, or something like that. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups and the Sun, please. It's like the sun is shining. They've had a breakthrough, and they've grown in some way. So that I feel like they weren't an emperor when you knew them before, but they are an emperor now. This is somebody who's now in charge or in control of their own life, and maybe they weren't when you knew them back there. But it feels like this the sun is shining here, because somebody's had some sort of an awakening, or a realization that they sacrificed this connection with you for something else, and they never told you why. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. We've got the Moon. We've got Justice. And we've got the Three of Wands. So I feel like you turned your back on the situation, that you're off on a new adventure, I want to say, but somebody here is feeling as though they need to complete their karma. So people say to me sometimes, what's the point of coming back if you're not coming back for reconciliation and love? Well, there's 100 reasons why, but one of those reasons is this justice energy here. Because somebody here feels like they can't carry forward until they make something right. Somebody feels like they didn't tell you why, or that maybe they know now that they hurt you. They have a realization that they really hurt you by being silent and just disconnecting and leaving you dead on the road back there. Like it feels like somebody is feeling guilt, is what it feels like with the Moon energy and Justice. It feels like somebody's feeling guilt for turning their back on you. And this could be like, it could be anybody. It could be a friend. It could be a member of the family. It could be an old lover. It could be somebody who you used to work with. It was somebody that you had some sort of, you were at odds with, that we couldn't reconcile the way we are. And so we decided we can no longer be friends, or we can no longer be in touch with each other. Let's just go our separate ways. Tell me what the outcome is here, please. We've got the Page of Wands. I feel like you're going to get communication. I feel like this person, if they have a way to communicate with you, they might ask a friend, they might find you online, they might find a way around a block. It feels like they're looking for you, is what it feels like. Yeah, they're carrying really heavy burdens here. And it feels like they want to reconcile something. It doesn't feel like love. It doesn't feel, well, I mean, for some of you, it could be. It could be somebody who I feel that you decided that you were just going to move on from because there was nothing that we can do to reconcile our thoughts. So we have the Queen of Cups. This person could already be married to somebody. They could be a mother or a father. They could, this person I feel feels your vibration. It feels like the Queen of Cups is somebody who's empathic and psychic. They are somebody who is holding out a cup. This person is thinking about you. It's like they're meditating on it. And they've been trying to meditate to release some burdens. And I feel like they've been carrying a heavy burden. And it's because they haven't spoken with you, because I feel like they just disappeared from your life. Maybe they ghosted you. And it feels like they're feeling guilty about that. They're feeling terrible about it. Now that the sun is out and they realize what they've done, it feels like they can't move on until they make something right with you. Tell me what is around the corner for Sagittarius. We've got the Lovers, we've got the World card, and we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, so we're no longer friends. The door has closed. You know what it is? I feel like one of you had feelings for the other and the other did not have feelings for you. That's what the Five of Swords is about. It feels like we did not feel the same way about each other. And somebody may have ghosted you, or they just left you back there. We stopped being friends. The Lovers is here. We closed the door on this because we couldn't reconcile. You know, you didn't want what I wanted. Maybe you were more in love than I was, and maybe I wasn't in love with you. Hermit, somebody's become wise to the situation. Somebody is now trying to, there's a spiritual awakening, right? Because we've got the Hanged Man here with the Sun. Somebody's realizing what they've done because they've come to some sort of a spiritual awakening. And now they're sort of reviewing their life, I think, because the Hermit's pointing into the past. They're reviewing their life, going over details and thinking, man, I was a real jerk back there. To Sagittarius. It comes from here. This person is in a long-term relationship, and that's why they disconnected from you. So that's why you haven't heard from them. I feel like they've become the King of Pentacles, and I feel like you've blocked them or they've blocked you. Maybe we've blocked each other, but I feel like they're scared to come forward because they feel like you're the Queen of Swords. That if they come forward and try and make conversation, you're just going to be really super freaking honest with them and say, what do you want? What are you doing here for? You left me on the road dead back there. What do you want? Like, I feel like they're scared of removing the block. They're scared of coming forward. But I feel like if you're thinking about this person, it might be because they're thinking about you. And it does feel like they really want to come in quickly here. But I feel like now they're taking, because they're the Emperor, they are taking responsibility for whatever it is that they've done in the past. And I feel like you're part of of something that they've done in the past that they're not happy with. We've got Sagittarius and Aries, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This person, I feel, has feelings for you because the Two of Cups is here. They want to make up. They want to hug. I feel like it could be romantic for some of you, but listen, the Two of Cups isn't always romantic. This could be two people who just really love each other, like unconditional love, like friendship. We've got Libra, we've got Cancer and Pisces. We've got the moon energy here, which tells me things are not as they seem. So maybe you don't even understand that this is going on. We've got Virgo and Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Pisces and Gemini, Aries. And we've got Aquarius. All right. To the birthday babies. How are you, Capricorn? Happy birthday. If you're having a birthday today, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to say happy birthday to you. By the way, Happy New Year. Happy. It's all happy around. And if you're interested in a private read, please look below this into the pinned comment. You will see all the information that you need there. So thank you for loving on me on this channel this year, Capricorn. Tell me what's going on with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Eight of Wands. Things are on the move. Possible communication. Let's see what's going on here. It's like incoming energy. We've got the Six of Swords. We've got the Page of Swords. And we've got the Knight of Wands. I feel like you're moving on from something. And it's taken a lot of, I want to say you're brave. Like, you're brave. I feel like you're on a new path, or you're in a place in your life where you've never been before. It's the Page of Swords is telling me that this is something that's brand new for you, and it feels a little bit daunting. But I feel like that the Knight of Wands is here to say, be brave. I know this is it's like a brave new world. I want to say that you need to be brave in this new world where everything is moving fast, everything around you is moving quicker. I feel like you're being steered in the right direction. It feels like you're being steered in the direction of knowledge. And even though you're at the beginning of this knowledge, because the Page of Swords is the student, right? It feels like you're being steered in the right direction, I want to say. Your guides, your angels, your guardian angel, whoever that is for you, is steering you in the right direction. Now, I feel like you've taken with you from the place you were to the place that you're headed to. You've taken all the information that you've learned, communications and connections you don't want to forget because you don't want to have to learn those things over again. But it feels like everything is moving really quickly around you in the next 7 days. And I feel like you need to be brave because there is a lesson here. There's something that you're learning, or you're in the midst of learning. Maybe it's about moving forward or leaving the chaos and going to the calm. It feels like maybe I'm talking to Capricorn who's decided to put up their boundaries. I'm not dealing with these shenanigans anymore. I'm not dealing with all of this incoming energy. I'm going to leave people on unread for a bit. I'm not going to answer them. I'm not going to drop what I'm doing and run and help them. But Capricorn, that's what they expect of you because you're the doter, right? You're the one who dotes and drops what you're doing to help people and that kind of thing. So I think people expect it of you, but I think this is a new Capricorn, a new day is what it feels like here. We've got the Sun. Yeah, I think it's a realization that every time somebody throws me an arrow, they expect me to take action immediately. And I feel like this is, you're getting exhausted, right? 8 and 1 is 9. 1 is in the hand of the Knight. That you're sort of at a place where you're over it. You're exhausted. You're at the end of your rope, or you're at the end of this place where you're about to learn a lesson here. And I feel like you're realizing now that you're the person who's always dropping what you're doing to save people or help them. We have the Lovers here. And we have the Empress. There it is. So I feel, Capricorn, whether you're feminine or masculine, that the Empress energy is yours. And I feel like you're choosing differently because you have been through a lot this year. We've had this conversation before. You've been through so much this year, and you have come to this place of the Empress energy. And so the Empress energy is all about wisdom. The wisdom about the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords. You are somebody who's very creative, somebody who has created their own home, their own life. You know how to reinvent yourself. You've already reinvented the self. I feel like this lover's energy here is actually the love that you have for yourself. The realization is, like with the sun being here, the realization is I've got to choose me. No matter what everyone else wants around me, I've got to choose me. That's the only way that you can stay in this feminine or masculine energy of yours. So if you are a feminine and you have to take on a lot of masculine energy in order to get done what you've got to get done, that then makes your feminine energy take a back seat because you're then in your masculine energy. It's the same thing for a masculine. If you're the masculine empress, you could be a straight masculine empress. But if you are somebody who takes on the feminine energy and puts your masculine energy on the back, if you keep being told what to do and you're not taking the lead, and then your masculine energy gets put on the back burner. And I feel like you figured out the shenanigans, is what I want to say. You realize that by taking the orders and jumping to it, or getting in your masculine energy to save somebody else and you're the feminine, I feel like you've come to a realization or a breakthrough. And that is, I've got to choose me. I've got to choose me every single time. And I'm no longer going to be dropping things for other people every time they cry wolf. We have the Five of Swords. People are going to see you as being combative, Capricorn. They're going to see you as being combative and somebody who doesn't want to agree just to disagree. And, let them think what they're going to think. Let them walk away if you won't give them what they want from you. But I feel like they're going to see you as combative when in actuality, you're actually quite balanced. This is your balanced energy. The Five of Swords, I feel, is your balanced energy, where you're kind of telling everybody, look, no, you can have an emergency. Whatever's an emergency for you does not constitute an emergency on my behalf. And I feel like people need to start planning better because you're the planner, right? And you're like, you need to start planning better with your time, with your energy, or with your money, because I can't keep dropping what I'm doing and racing out to help you here. Yeah, it's not working for me. So with the Chariot energy, it feels like what you're doing here with the Five of Swords and the Three of Swords, you're in the Eight of Swords because you're fighting yourself, because you are the person who likes to jump in and save everybody, likes to dote on them and make things beautiful for them, but you sacrifice yourself in the interim, right? So I feel like with the Five of Swords, you're like, people are going to see you as combative, but really what you're doing is when every time you take an order and you drop what you're doing and helping someone else and forget yourself, is that you race towards the Three of Swords. Is that you get in your vehicle and you race towards the Three of Swords, you forget yourself and you're helping them. And it causes heartbreak within the self. It's like, I didn't keep my boundary again. We've got the Nine of Wands, which can be about boundaries because, the person in the Nine of Wands is holding the ninth wand, but the eight are behind them. And it can definitely be about coming from a place of boundaries. It's like, I'm over this. I'm so sick of people thinking I'm here to serve them. I feel like you're at the end of some sort of cycle where you're ready to drop these burdens here. You're like, no, you can't take advantage of me like that anymore. What's the outcome? We've got the Four of Swords, we've got the Ten of Swords, and we've got the King of Cups in the reverse. Look, I don't feel like this is easy for you. I feel like this is something that you're learning. This is a lesson that you're learning with the Page of Swords here right now. That when people come charging at you, that you're not the one who has to drag them out of the chaos. I feel like the King of Cups in the reverse is telling me that you go home to your room, shut the door, put your face in the pillow, and you cry about it because you don't like to see people in peril. But I want to say with the Ten of Swords being here and the Four of Swords, that you've got to heal this. You've got to heal the feelings that everyone thinks you're betraying them because you're not running to their rescue. Tell me what's around the corner here. And I think it makes you feel super emotional. But I think it's a lesson that you're really trying hard to learn. You can't save everybody, even though you want to. We've got the Temperance card, we've got the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and we have the Six of Wands. So it feels like now is the time. There's no better time than the present for you to be patient, to heal yourself, and to decide that the Ace of Cups maybe just needs to stay in the reverse for a little bit. That it's not that you don't love people, it's not that you're not kind, but you can't keep running out to save people, putting them on the right path, because when you keep giving to them, they don't learn their own karma. You actually are getting in the middle of them and their karma, which makes you the enabler. And they no longer are able to learn the karmic lessons they have to learn in order to be able to straighten themselves out. So I feel like this this victory energy that's here. It's like, I feel like it's here because you are going to learn this lesson, but it's not an easy one, I'm telling you. When you have the ability, the finances, the ability to save someone and you don't, it makes you feel terrible. But I feel like you are doing them more harm than good at this point. Yeah, you need to concentrate on your happiness. These could even be members of the family. It could be a sister, brother, mother, somebody who is having a really hard time, but I feel like it's somebody who keeps coming back to you again and again and again. And I feel like it's, they try and make you feel guilty, and that's why you do it, but I feel like you're not giving into it anymore. Yeah, it's time for justice, my friend. Like I said, when you run in saving people, they're not able to face their karma. When you pull them out and they're not able to face their karma, they don't learn their lesson. And so everything we don't learn always comes back to us. So you're actually doing them more harm than good. We do have the Page of Cups. I feel like something is going to be restored to you, and that's the good news. But I think until people learn their lessons around you, I think you need to stay in the Four of Pentacles. Shut off, shut down. No, I can't help you. I'm sorry, you can't get in past my boundaries. I feel like you just got to stay there. We've got Pisces energy. We've got Cancer. We've got Sagittarian energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, and we've got some Libra energy here. All right. Let's talk about you, Aquarius. Gosh, you've had some really good readings over the last couple days. You've had some really great readings, Aquarius. Happy New Year to you, Aquarius. Thank you for all the ways that you've been loving on this tribe this year. I do appreciate you. If you are interested in a private read, Aquarius, there is room over at Wizio. I'm all caught up. So if you're interested in that, please look in the pinned comment. Tell me about Aquarius, what's coming up in the next 7 days. A sneak peek for this week. The next 7 days for Aquarius, please. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. What's this about here? We've got the Seven of Wands. We've got the Six of Wands. And we've got the Queen of Cups. You know what I heard when that Page of Pentacles came out in the reverse? No. Just no. I feel like you're not even explaining yourself. It feels like no. No, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not putting any energy into it, not even a little bit. It feels like the answer is no to whatever it is, whatever reason it is that you're standing behind this boundary here. It feels like you're feeling quite defensive about something. And it feels as though, I want to say that there is somebody here who's giving you a lot of attention. It could be the Queen of Cups. It could be someone who is a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. But I feel like this is somebody who's really attracted to you. And they're giving you a lot of attention. And I feel like it's almost like you have to keep the block up. You're like, no. Now, this person I feel is coming at you as the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups in the upright is somebody who's quite kind and compassionate. They're loving. They could be someone who has children. Could be a feminine or a masculine. Take it as it resonates. But it feels like this person, I'm going to say that they're a little bit aggressive in the way that they contact you. It's like they won't let you alone. Like there may be someone who texts you a lot, and I feel like it's a turnoff is what it feels like to me. So it feels like you could, whether you're the feminine or the masculine, whether this is feminine or masculine, somebody is communicating with you while you're putting up your boundaries and you're like, no, I don't want to give any energy to this because this person they're very attracted to you and they're giving you a lot of attention, but I don't think you want the attention from them. Tell me about the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Why is the answer no? We've got the Magician. You've got some sort of different manifestation going on. This is not your focus. The Queen of Cups is not your focus. Love is not your focus right now. I feel like what you're manifesting is your empire. I feel like you're building your empire. So it's your stability and your security, conquering things. Maybe you're conquering fears. Maybe you're trying to keep your focus on building your empire, and this person Maybe it's more than one, right? We got 6 wands. Maybe it's more than one, but it feels like this person keeps interfering in that. They want you to put your focus and your attention on them, and you're actually not there right now. What you're manifesting is your empire, is what you're doing. Whether you're the feminine or the masculine, tell me more. We've got the 7 of Swords, and you haven't said that to them. So you haven't said, look, I'm not interested in this relationship. I'm not interested in this connection. Love isn't on my mind. I'm not interested in this emotional connection. What I'm interested in is conquering, stability, security, building my empire. And it might be businesses, maybe multiple businesses that you're running. But it feels like what you're manifesting is to use your tools in the way of being an emperor. And this person keeps getting in the way. I'm going to say, like, they keep trying to pull you off the path, but you're not saying to them, look, I'm the emperor. I'm the person who's got a few businesses. I'm a person who stays busy. I really am trying to build my empire for my children, for my posterity, for me, whatever it is. And I feel like what you're not doing is being honest with them, because if you were honest with them, I think that your words might be a little bit cutting. I want to say that maybe if you were honest with them, it might hurt their feelings, because they're all about the feelings. Tell me about this. We've got the Temperance card. We've got the 9 of Swords. And we've got the 9 of Cups. See, the thing is that it's like you're on the verge of some sort of breakthrough, or you're on the verge of a new cycle. It's like you've been working so hard. You're on the verge of conquering something, of these businesses finally floating themselves, right? 5 years or 10,000 hours is the kind of work you've got to put into building a new business. And I feel like you're on the verge of seeing yourself in the green, right? Seeing yourself, finally things are going from red to black. I feel like you are finally evening something out here, but I feel like you're really single and happy right now. I feel like your happiness is in being single. And I feel like with this Temperance energy that this person, you're saying to them, look, you've got to be patient, or I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry for a relationship. I'm not in a hurry to get there. And you want to be super honest with them. Like, I feel like what you're doing is you're holding back from being super honest. And the 9 of Swords is telling me, I don't know how much longer I can do it. I don't know how much longer I don't know how much clearer I can be with this person, but it worries me that, I'm kind of happy on my own and I haven't been honest with this person. And it feels like you want to be honest. You sure do. You want to be honest with them, but I feel like you know that this is going to hurt them to the point where they're going to feel betrayed by you, or you don't want to hurt them. I feel like that's what's going on here. So whether they are feminine or masculine, whether you're feminine or masculine, I feel like the Ace of Swords is what is going to be wielded. I feel like you really need to be honest with somebody and say, look, I'm just not looking for a relationship. You're going to need to stop bothering me. I do have a different focus. And I feel like that if you say that this person is going to be really hurt. Tell me about the Ace of Swords here for Aquarius. I think you've got to be honest about, look, I'm single because I want to be, not because I have to be. And we've got the 6 of Pentacles. We've got the Devil energy. Yeah, somebody's trying to manipulate you by giving you things, by giving you money, by buying you things. Maybe this person left a present on at your door. Like, it feels like they're trying to manipulate your time and your energy. And look, all the readers will tell you this is reciprocal energy. I don't see reciprocity here. I see people with their hands out and you dropping money into people's hands. So I feel like this person is trying to take more from you than they're trying to give you. And I feel that you feel it's manipulative, that this person is doing something here for their own benefit. And the Queen of Pentacles is here. This person, I feel, could be someone who is a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, but this is a person who I feel like tries to manipulate you with things in the 3D. So manipulate you with money, manipulate you with, I'll buy you something. Like, it feels like they're trying to manipulate you to give them your time. Or by saying, look, we'll go slow. Look, it doesn't have to go fast. We'll go slow. And I don't think you want it. What's the outcome here for Aquarius? We've got the 9 of Pentacles, we've got the Strength card, and we've got the Sun. Yeah, so it does feel like the Sun is on the Strength card here. I feel like you're holding yourself back, that you are keeping the sword in the sheath, that you know that if you wield the sword, it's not going to be good. I feel like with the sun here, the breakthrough is I've got to be strong and stand my ground because I'm confident, I'm stable, I'm building. You're in your there's a pre-empress energy here. Maybe your focus, maybe this will be your focus at some point. Maybe it's with the pre-empress energy because you're in the emperor energy. You're not looking for a queen. You're looking for pre-empress energy. So I feel like you're holding someone off here. And the sun is a breakthrough. It's a realization that I've got to stand my ground. The strength card is here. I've got to stand my ground. I've got to hold myself back and just be courageous with this person. Because if you whip out the Ace of Swords, it's not going to be good. I feel like if you let the lion go, that's it. There's blood everywhere. And then you're going to become the bad person, right? Tell me what's around the corner for Aquarius. We've got the Hermit energy. Yeah, you just want to be left alone. I feel like you want to be left alone to your breakthroughs. I feel like you're having some sort of spiritual awakening at this time because the Hermit and the Sun are here together. You're having some sort of a spiritual awakening here. And I feel like it's growing you into the Emperor. And there is a lot of opportunity to be romantic, to get pulled off track, to be pulled off the track. And I feel like it's... yeah, there's a lot of opportunities, but I think as the Hermit, you have your back to it. Like that's not your focus right now. It's not your focus to be in a relationship. We do have the Hanged Man. I feel like you've come to this realization that you've got to be honest with this person who keeps bothering you. It seems like a bother a little bit because you're behind the Seven of Wands. You don't want this person to come over. Maybe they know where you live and they keep dropping things off at your house. Like maybe they know where you live. And then we have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like what you're going to have to do, rather than whip out this Ace of Swords and be honest with them, I feel like you're just going to emotionally detach is what you're going to do. Gosh, the Tower's here. The Tower and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like, oh boy, Five of Swords. You know what? I think you're going to be as nice as you can be, Aquarius, in this situation, but I feel like this big shift, this realization's coming here that I'm just doing whatever I can to keep myself in balance because I feel like you are going through some sort of a spiritual awakening and maybe you've been in that spiritual awakening for a while. You're having revelations and realizations and I feel like maybe I just won't say anything. Maybe I'll just stop answering the texts. Maybe I'll stop answering the advances. I'm having this spiritual awakening and I'm trying to build myself at the same time. And I feel like love is so far off in the distance for you that you're just busy, really busy at work. And although maybe you would love to have some sort of relationship, you feel like it'll pull you off the path. You need to complete something or hit your milestone or whatever goal you've set for yourself before you even look at love. Yeah, it feels like with this King of Cups energies here with the Lovers, I feel like it's so far down the line for you that you're not really even interested, but there is somebody or maybe multiple people that just won't leave you alone. I think you're either going to have to be super honest or you're just going to have to detach. We do have we have Pisces energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have more Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Sagittarius, Virgo, Aries, Aries and Gemini. We've got Leo a couple of times here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Scorpio energy. All right, very interesting. And then we go to Pisces. Go Pisces, my two fishes friends, my water family, happy new year to you. Thank you so much for all the ways you've loved on this channel. I appreciate you. If you're interested in booking something for the new year, a private read, please look in the pinned comment. Everything you need is there. Let's find out what's going on for Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Next 7 days. Sneak peek for the week for Pisces. Tell me what's going down for Pisces. Pisces, your readings have been wild lately. You got somebody on your tail. Tell me what's going on for Pisces, please. We've got the World card. We've got the Knight of Cups. Yep, that person's still on your tail. We have the Four of Swords. And we have the Eight of Swords. So, interesting. I feel like the World card is telling me that we are at the end of the year and this person is still pursuing you. It feels like there is somebody, and for some of you, it's somebody who you already know. I feel like this is someone that you speak with intermittently. I think you've been thinking a lot about them and they've been thinking a lot about you, and you're wondering, what do I do here? They could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, an Aquarius, or a Leo. They could be a fixed sign of some sort. Tell me about the World card. I need more info. About the Two of Pentacles. The Empress. That's why. I think you're the Empress. And the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you're attracting a lot of attention. That's what it feels like. You're attracting the attention of someone. I feel like this person wants you to make a decision, like they're badgering you or bothering you to make a decision. But the only decision you're making is that you need to accomplish what you need to accomplish by the end of the year, which is tomorrow. It feels like, I feel like you've been spending all of your time. I feel like you're single, by the way. I feel like I'm reading for someone who might be single or either is the Empress or in the pre-Empress energy. But I feel like you've been working really hard, which has really brought you to a place of financial stability here. And I feel like that was your goal that you set for year end. It does feel like with the Knight of Cups here and the Four of Swords that there is somebody who still gets in your DMs once in a while and wants your attention. And I feel like you're sort of undecided about them. You're wondering if you should close this door or not. I feel like this person might be pursuing you romantically for a while. And although I don't think that they're really laying it on heavy, I think that they just don't leave you alone. Queen of Swords, Five of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you just really need to be honest with somebody here. Because it really doesn't feel like you're into it. Like it feels like you talk to them once in a while, but that you know that this person is not for you. I feel like you know it. It feels like it's intuitive, maybe because you're the Empress. But I feel like you really need to be honest with someone about where you stand, because they're not going to stop pursuing you until you're honest with them. So the Queen of Swords is here, and that's, of course, Libra energy, but also Gemini and Aquarius, because we're in a reading that is general. I feel like you just don't, this person doesn't do it for you, or you just don't have the same ideas, ideals, morals, path. It feels like you are in this bossed up energy, right? Of this Empress, whether you're feminine or masculine, Libra and Taurus energy, that you're in this energy of the Empress, and that maybe this other person is in the Nine of Pentacles. So maybe they're pre-Empress energy, but it feels like somebody here wants to invest in you, but you know that you have too many differences with them. Like you're not willing to compromise, is what I want to say. The Queen of Swords is not willing to compromise her integrity, not willing to compromise the path that I'm on right now. It feels like you're thinking about maybe closing the door verbally with them and saying, look, I'm just not, this isn't what I'm here to do. I've got other things that I'm doing right now, other things that I'm working on. Yeah, your stability. I think that you're focused on investing in yourself and your stability here. And I think there's somebody here that just doesn't understand that, and they won't let you be. So I feel like you're going to have to be super honest with this person, and not aggressive, but honest with them. Let them know that that they aren't in your future plan. Because your future plan is to make investments in yourself or investments in your pentacle world. And this person here keeps pushing at the boundaries here. Tell me what the outcome is. We've got the Six of Wands. We've got the Death card. And we've got the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like that's what you have to do. You've got to tell this person that I can't give you reciprocal energy. I cannot give you reciprocal energy. I can't give you any more energy than I'm giving you. My life is very busy. I can't pull myself away from what it is that I'm doing because I need to meet my goal. I feel like you're trying to meet a goal that you set out for yourself at the end of the year or the end of the cycle. And I feel like you're more focused on that goal. That goal could be healing. That goal could be money. That goal could be getting a new job. You're focused though, and you're very busy. And I feel like somebody keeps trying to get your attention or drag you off the path. Actually, this sounds like the Aquarius reading I just did. The Six of Pentacles, this person wants you to give to them. And they're saying, look, I just want to have a little bit of your time. And you're like, no, the Death card is here. You're like, no, I'm already in my victory energy. I'm already having my successes. I don't want the attention. I feel like the Death card and the Six of Wands is telling me I don't want the attention because I can't give it back. I can't give the attention back to you. So either you're just not attracted to this person, or they just don't do it for you, or you're just very focused on you, like focused on your growth, I think. Tell me what's around the corner for Pisces. We have the Ten of Wands, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're putting everyone else on the back burner because it feels like you have a lot of work. Like, I don't know if you have your own business or you're doing a lot of overtime, or maybe you're going to school and you're working, but something is keeping you very busy. However, that being said, it could be self-mastery, that you're working on yourself, that you just don't want to be bothered by other people because they will pull you off the path and put your attention on them, and you're trying to keep your attention on yourself. So I feel like what's weighing heavy on you is maybe you're working too much, or maybe you're working a lot, but I feel like what you're doing is you're placing blocks as you need to. You are at the crossroads where I feel like you are going to reach some sort of monetary goal that you've set for yourself, but it feels like you are somebody who's very, very busy. And I feel like, you know, people keep showing up with these emotional offers, and you're like, no, I'm not interested. You're blocking the emotional offers that are showing up. And, you know, the King of Cups is somebody who's emotionally available and ready, and, you know, but I don't think that's where you're at right now. I don't think that's where you are. Like, it feels like this could be soulmate energy. Yeah, I feel like you're rejecting them. I feel like with the Five of Cups that you're rejecting emotional advances here. The Judgment card tells me that you're called to something different, something bigger than love. And so I feel like you're really interested in seeing if you can meet whatever goal you've set out for yourself here. Yeah, somebody keeps banging on your boundaries. Come on, just one coffee. Just come out with me for just a little bit. And you're like, not answering. I think that you're going to keep quiet, keep it to yourself, because I feel like you're focused on you, and I think that's a good thing. We've got Justice. Oh, and the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. Oh, you're really working on something big here. For somebody here, you're becoming like a leader of faith. Like you're becoming a leader in. So I feel like I'm speaking to someone here who is very spiritual or has a spiritual business, or who is the Hierophant, somebody who's a spiritual teacher. I feel like all of your good karma is coming from that you keep giving and giving and giving back to the universe. This is really good karma for whatever it is that you're doing in your life. And so I feel like with the Judgment card here, Pisces, that you're being called to something higher. And it's not that you're not interested in having a partner, but I don't think it's on your radar right now. I don't think it's your focus, because I think your destiny is to become the Hierophant. And I feel like Justice is here because that's your karmic path. I feel like that's how you are restoring karma to your own life. So although I feel like there is a soulmate here who just won't let you alone, because the Knight of Cups is very persistent and is going to keep coming back, I feel like you're about to go silent on somebody here, because I feel like you know that you have a higher path or a higher calling here. And I think that's the path that you want to stay on. Yeah, you're not into a codependent partnership right now. And that's the shift in your energy, like the shift in your state of mind here, that you've put yourself in the corner because you're now and if it was to be an emperor, if somebody were to return your energy, they would understand your plight, because the emperor and the empress are the same vibration. So what you don't want is for someone in a vibration that's not yours to come pull you off the path for their own benefits, so they can get your love, so they can get your your doting, your kindness, your psychic energy. But what you're waiting for is an emperor, because the emperor would understand the empress saying, look, I don't have time for you this week. I've really got to put my nose to the grindstone. I got to learn this thing. I got to become the spiritual coach, the spiritual teacher. Like this, the emperor knows the grind of the empress, and the empress knows the emperor's grind. So I feel like you're putting yourself out, on the outside looking in, because you've got a shift, and that shift is, I've replaced partnership and codependency with whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. And I feel like it's a calling. Like, I feel like the universe is calling you to do it, and you cannot not answer. And so I feel like that's what you're doing. I don't feel like your focus is on love at all. I feel like you're going to be going silent on somebody, possibly, because they just don't get it. They just don't get that you have a grind that you want to keep up on, to keep your energy, keep your vibration high. You're learning something new. You might even be in a course, maybe. Maybe you're learning some spiritual things. It could be that. I'm going to let you go for now. I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for all the ways that you've loved me this year. And if you've made it up to here and you're not a Pisces, thank you for watching here. I do appreciate you. Happy New Year's to you all. And I'll be back. See you in a couple days. Love you guys. Bye-bye.